In this video, we're going to use the cosine rule to find a missing side. Now, as you know in your formula sheet, you're going to be given two forms of the cosine rule. One you use to find a missing angle, and the other you use to find a missing side. Now, to find a missing side, what you need is you need two sides and the angle sandwiched in between. So you might call it an angle sandwich. It's always two sides and the angle in between. And the formula is that the side you're looking for squared, a squared is b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, where a is the angle across from the side that you are looking for. Okay, so that's the formula that you're going to use, and I want you to notice that it doesn't give you the side you're looking for, it gives you that side squared. Okay, so you always have to square root your answer once you've used this formula. Okay, so let's do a few examples and let's see how we get on. Okay, right, here we have two sides and the angle in between, and we're asked to find this side x. So we'll start off by substituting in. So the side we're looking for squared, x squared, is going to be 5 squared plus 9 squared minus 2bc, so 2 times 5 times 9 times cos of your angle. Okay, and the angle is 115. Okay, so if you like, a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, now I want you to think of this as being one lot. If you don't put brackets around it in your calculator, just do so to be on the safe side, okay? Because if you don't, you may well end up with the wrong answer. Now, once you work all of that out, you end up with your angle, your side squared being equal to 144. And you finish it off just by saying x is going to be the square root of 144, and that gives you an answer of 12. Okay? A lot of the focus stop here, okay, and say that their answer is what the side squared. If they actually thought about it and if they said, well, does my answer make sense, they would have spotted that they'd not finished the question. So always ask yourself, does my answer make sense? Does it look in proportion to the rest of the triangle? And this is going to be 12 meters. Okay? Let's have a look at this one. Okay? So let's find our formula first of all. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Selecting the right formula might even get you a mark. So make sure that you're able to do that. So we're looking for x. So x squared is going to be 12 squared plus 10 squared. Doesn't matter if you get these mixed up. When you're adding, the order doesn't matter. Same goes for when you're multiplying. So 2bc, so 2 times 12 times 10 times cos of your angle, which is 24. Put brackets around the 2bc cos a bit, just to keep it all together, and you end up with x squared being equal to 24.7. Okay, you want x, so x is going to be the square root of all that, and x is going to be 5. Okay, and your units again, centimeters. And check to see if that all looks as if it's in proportion, and if we have a wee look, yes it does. Okay. So, see how you get on with these couple of questions yourselves. Two questions. So first of all, find x in that triangle there, where you're given two sides and the angle in between. And secondly, find the perimeter of the triangle below. So pause the video, have a go, and see how you get on. Check back and see if your answers are correct. Okay, let's deal with this question first of all. Okay, our formula is going to be a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. And we know that that's the formula we use because we're given our angle sandwich, our two sides and the angle in between. So x is the side we're looking for, so we'll say x squared equals 52 squared plus 56 squared minus 2 times 52 times 56 times cos of the angle, so cos of of 125, and you end up with an answer where x squared is equal to 9,180.5, and you square root that to find x. So x itself is the square root of all of this, and you get an answer of 95.8. Okay, and your units are meters. And does that look in proportion? Yes, it does. Now, for this question, what we're asked to do is find the perimeter. And you know the perimeter is going to be this side, plus whatever this is. So we'll call this x. So the first thing we have to do is find x. Okay, you've got your angle sandwich, so it's going to be a cosine rule question. So a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, so the side we called it x, so x squared is equal to 27 squared plus 75 squared minus 2 lots of 27 times 75 times cos of 135. Now once you've done that, you end up with an answer for x squared of 9,217.8. Just type it in as it is and make sure you put brackets around 2bc cos a, okay, just to make sure you don't make a mess of it. So when you square root that, x ends up being 96, okay, 96 meters. Now that's not what the question asked us to do. The question asked us to find the perimeter. Our other two sides were 27 and 75, so we'll just say that the perimeter is just the sum of the three sides, so 27 plus 75 plus 96, and we end up with an answer of 198 meters. Okay, that's how we would answer these two questions. Okay, so we found the missing side, and we've added up all three to get the perimeter. So that's how you use the cosine rule to find an unknown side. And to do so, you always need your angle sandwich. You need two sides and the angle in between. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope that you're now able to do these questions quite easily.